Welcome back to Black News Tonight. Getting to the NBA is no easy feat, but getting back into the league after falling out might be even harder. In the case of 31-year-old baller Kenneth Faried, not giving up on his dreams requires a different path. Despite being undersized for his position, Faried's unrelenting drive and insatiable appetite for rebounds earned him the nickname the Manimal, and it made him a first-round NBA draft pick in 2011. But by the 2018-2019 season, Faried found himself out of the league after quick stops in Houston and Brooklyn. And now, after taking his talents overseas, Faried is doing whatever it takes to prove the game has not passed him by, even if it means changing what got him there in the first place. Joining me now to talk about his comeback, as well as his entrepreneurial ventures, is the Manimal himself, Kenneth Faried. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me, my guy.
What is the road like getting back to the NBA compared to that first time when you go to high school, you're a star, you go to college, you're a star, you get drafted? What's the road back like?
Um, it's difficult, you know. I don't like to say I was a star. In high school, you know, I was a guy who just so happened to be very good at rebounding, and that seemed to translate to me going to college and getting a D1 offer to Morehead State, and that's when I was able to rebound there. And along my way, I broke some amazing records, but they gave me a chance to make it to the NBA, and I was able to do the same thing there. And for me, it's just been keeping my identity, but also working on myself. You know, getting better at certain things at a game aspect of reading the game, just shooting, and pretty much just being an all-around complete player, and just instead of just always being considered a rebounder.
Do you think that's what made the NBA career not as long as it could have been the first time, just being what some would consider just a specialty player or a role player, even though you were a phenomenal rebounder? Was the game not well-rounded enough in your mind?
Um, I think my game was well-rounded. I just didn't personally showcase it a lot. And when you're in the NBA, when you get your chances, you have to showcase that. You got to showcase your game. You got to keep showcasing it, and every year you got to expand on it and showcase it. And I just try to always be a coachable guy, and coaches always told me not to shoot. But as you saw when I went to Houston and I got my chance to really showcase my game, coaches really believed in me. They saw I was putting the work in, and they gave me the chance to shoot the three. And lo and behold, everybody saw I could shoot, and it was very shocking for them, I guess.
The NBA is a different place now than when you got drafted. You know, in your day, you were an undersized big man, but they still had five positions. People played center, people played power forward. Now, you know, you got 6'6", 6'7" guys sometimes playing power forward. You got 6'8", 6'9" guys playing center. Everybody's shooting the three. And the whole game is different,
Yeah.
man. Is it hard keeping up?
No, it just made it more exciting for me. You know, I'm a competitor. Been a competitor my whole life. When people told me I couldn't do something, I always wanted to prove them wrong. So people told me I couldn't shoot the three. I'm not a shooter. Uh, like I said, when I was in Houston, I was able to prove that wrong and show people I can shoot and be consistent with shooting, not just, I guess, streaky. I could be consistent when needed, and I can still do the other things that I love to do, and that's rebound, play hard, and give it my all because I love the game, and that's what it's all about to me. Going out there, giving it your all. This new game that they're playing, a lot of people don't give it their all the time, and I just can't get with that. I'm a person who loves to give it their all and play every game like it could be a last.
That's it. That's the attitude. One of the things that showed just how much you love the game, how much passion you have for it, was the fact that you were willing to go play basketball in China. What was it like leaving the NBA and playing over there?
It was an eye-opening experience for me. When I went over there, the luxury to the NBA is totally different from the luxuries, I guess, of China. And I went over there and got a great learning experience. It made me even more hungrier to get back into the NBA and get back into the gym. And it made me love the game actually again more. Because over there, for me, it wasn't about the money. It was about just, hey, no disrespect, it wasn't even really about the competition. It was just about seeing guys get better, guys be physical, and guys give it their all because honestly, that's all they did out there. Everybody was just giving it their all, trying their best to win games and, playing for, I guess, in a sense, honor. That's what my coach liked to say, that I had out there. He'll say,
Mm.
hey, you got to play for honor. And I respected that, but to some extent, you you kind of got old and you get injuries, so you gotta you can't play for honor all the time. You gotta heal your body. So that's the only thing that China, I guess, for me was difficult to be out there. They didn't have the modern day of how we train and heal each other and basically do the therapy session. They didn't have the physical therapy for the teams, but they did have it in other facilities and things, but they didn't have it necessarily on the team. So whereas the NBA have every team has a physical therapist, a trainer, everything you need wherever you're at, doesn't matter if you're on the road or at home.
Absolutely. Now off the court, you got a whole lot of stuff going on too, man. As impressive as a rebounder you are, what you do in your entrepreneurial space is even more impressive. Talk to me about some of the opportunities that you have found through your, tech-driven training, your esports gaming. You got so much stuff. You're, as you say, a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, yeah, I am a serial entrepreneur. I got a lot of businesses, and I've been able to have them with my lady. Her name is Atar Hajali, and we've been just building, doing things. And one of the things I started when basically was a rookie was a property in Miami that I got with a guy named Mark Roberts. People know of him. Maybe his son also, Justin Roberts. He's kind of popular on Instagram and whatnot, but I got a business going with his father and his real estate. I know you've heard of uh, many people have heard of the Club 11, and many people have been there. So I've got a little business venture with that going with them, and just a lot of exciting things for myself. Esports, like you said, I got my own Manimal Elite Gaming. I'm getting that started up and going, but that comes from my Manimal Elite overall, my AU team. That's I had that since basically I was a rookie. I've always loved to give back and basically teach the youth because at the end of the day, I'm old. I'm old and I ain't gonna be able to play this game forever. So you got to pass it down while you can, and show respect and give give what you can to the game, and it's gonna give back. And for me, is giving helping these AAU kids and helping these kids in Kentucky, New Jersey, and I'm looking for other places, but Kentucky, New Jersey is my main two. Helping these kids become better, not just basketball players, but better people in life. Some of them don't even play basketball when they leave me. They go play Division 1 college. I mean Division 1 football. So that's amazing also. So it don't even really matter. It's just teaching about being a better man and understanding life.
Wow, that is so important. Let me ask you a question before you go. For the last couple of weeks, the world, at least the basketball world, has had their eyes fixed on these sort of internet conversations between Kwame Brown and a whole bunch of people from Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Stephen A. Smith, and so forth and so on. What do you make of what's happening?
You ever you ever heard of, stay out the way and work? Like people say that, I'm gonna just stay out the way
Yeah.
and work. That's the type of person I am. That's not my business. I
That,
ain't, hey, like they all talking. Of course, you're tuned in listening. I'm a basketball player. I'm interested in what's going on. But at the same token, I have no comments towards it because it's not my business. I'm grown. I'm 31 years old. I got my own kids to worry about. I got my own life to worry about. And I got my own career to worry about. I'm trying to get back into the NBA. These are guys who done it already, made money, retired on their own terms. I want to do the same thing.
that is what I call a veteran move right there. I like how you handled that, brother. Thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
I'm wishing you luck getting back to the NBA. But I don't think you need it, man. You got the talent, you got the
Thank you,
drive,
man.
and there's certainly a team in the league that could use your skill set, brother. So we rooting for you here at BNT.
Thank you, man. I'm praying, I'm knocking on the door, see what happens.
That's that's it. That's all you can do, brother. All right.